What it do, surprise Shawty crew? So church was good. This morning was very eventful. I could tell y'all a whole lot, but this is what I'm pressed to say. I have been picking up on the word addicted, and I really just want to ask you what you are addicted to. Is there anything in your life that you may be addicted to? Addiction isn't just, like a substance or something. It can be, did you know you can be addicted to pain? Like your own pain, your own trauma, like the stuff you need to heal from. So I want to ask you that I also want to encourage you to study to show yourself approved. Y'all know that's not nothing we miss over here. Now, for some, I understand that they only catch certain videos and stuff of mine, but for those of you who are really on my journey with me, you catch the lives, you read the community posts. Just don't play certain things being what scares me. Something that truly strikes fear in me is God one day saying, "Depart from me, I never knew you." But God, I prophesied in your name. I don't know you, right? Like, that should evoke fear in anybody, especially somebody who's claiming to be prophesying in his name. That will make you have several seats. That will make you ask him, like, "Oh God, am I moving right? Like, hold on, wait." Like, that should bring you to that place. I might share the videos I watched this morning to my community post, because y'all know part of my transparency is, I let y'all know when I have been corrected or when I've been convicted of something. What he whispered to me today was, my truth is not the truth. And that is something we've already hit on in multiple lives, right? And you have to be really careful with that. When somebody is telling you their truth, that does not mean it is the truth. The truth is God's word, Jesus. That's the truth. And so even if you are telling your truth, and when we tell our testimony, which is what the sermon was about, your testimony should be when your truth, right, the real world, what you were in, when your truth, what you experienced, what you dealt with, what you were struggling with, when that meets the truth. I was like, okay, you gave me the word before I got to church, and he preached the word, right? Which is your testimony. And we do overcome by the word of our testimony and the blood of the Lamb. Okay, so I'm always going to encourage you to tell your truth, acknowledge your truth, speak your truth, but you got to make sure that your truth is meeting the truth. And the only way you know the truth is if you study to show yourself approved. So in me saying this, I've said on numerous occasions, prophetic words can be very dangerous. Not just prophetic words, but again, what are you addicted to? Are you addicted to a certain voice? Are you addicted to a certain set of words? No matter what it may be, because I know I have the most breakthrough in my life when I am not on YouTube, period. Whether it's me watching words, whether it's me releasing words. And I've recently had to tell a number of people, like, God is wanting you to talk to him for yourself, for you to know his voice yourself, because you can be deterred if you don't know how to do that. Yes, leaders will always be held accountable and responsible for what they are telling people, where they are leading people, because as a leader, where you at is where you leading your people. That's where your people are at. And I told y'all, he had been told me, like, you cannot leave them there. If you talk about it, you cannot leave them there, Meg, okay? And I think we're in a place where I can feel like people, I told you I had already been hearing itching ears, and when I hear itching ears, I don't be liking to post nothing, because I don't want nobody just taking something, running with it, and God ain't told them that. God don't want to leave them there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really truly do not play that. Okay, so please take the time, please heed to this warning. That's actually what it feels like, a warning. And y'all know there be moments where I drop a warning. Like, it just kind of depends what's going on. Of all the things I could tell y'all today, this is what he wants me to speak on. Please take heed to that. When I was deceived and slipped up in a new age, and I have my testimony, I've shared different things on different lives, it was a pastor, right? So I learned that lesson painfully, right? Like, hey, it's up to me. It's up to me to study and know what's up, to know right from wrong, true from false. It's up to me. And no, I don't know everything at once. I'm still learning and growing, right? But it's up to you. Again, this is not to say that leaders and people in influence are not responsible right? Because again, he has definitely told me that you cannot leave people there. But it's up to you. You need to learn his voice. You need to learn what his voice sounds like. You need to learn his language, how he speaks to you. Because I'm also one of those people that ain't never gonna act like I don't hear God in a whole bunch of different stuff, because I do. Do I need the different stuff to hear him? No, I don't. Prime example this morning. I wasn't listening to no kind of music. I hadn't gone to church yet, hadn't listened to a video. That was him talking to me. Okay? So remember that my truth, anybody's truth, okay, you got to be careful, even with those of us who share so transparently, that is not the truth. Okay, you got to study to show yourself approved. That's why people who can listen to me, watch me, whatever, they might experience different breakthrough before me, right? In different areas before me, because although they watch Megan, they still got a relationship for God for themselves, which is how we all should be. I listen to different people. I go in and out of different seasons. Sometimes I listen to somebody be like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Sometimes I listen to somebody be like, ooh, yeah, spot on. That's right. Do you get what I'm saying? And also having the personality that I have, there have been times where I was like, are they affecting my dreams? Are they affecting different things? Let me stop listening to them. Let me have a control variable in this experiment. And there has been different things that he has been showing me since I did the, when I was like, hey, like, if I'm missing something, just show me. And when I started reading Proverbs, he did start showing me different stuff. And I was like, glad that I don't follow no human like they're Jesus. Do you get what I'm saying? Because no human is. All right. So at the end of the day, you have to study to show yourself approved. Now, if you are a leader, it's always a call of correction and repenting for things. You know, you're doing things you don't know you're doing, all of that. OK, but I really just want to encourage y'all. If you feel like you're in a place where you are addicted to prophetic words, addicted to hearing somebody else's voice that's not God's, please take a break and go spend time with God. All right, because when I see the most breakthrough in my life, and I will always tell y'all this, it is when I am not on YouTube. Like everything else in life, this can be dangerous. You can use things for good, or you can not use them for good. Things can be presented as a half true, which if it's half the truth, is not the truth. And I talk about all this in my New Age testimony, but because that verse came up yesterday, and I was like, nah, there's a reason this is coming up. The devil always comes disguised as an angel of light. And also, whatever he is telling you regarding your kingdom spouse, chances are in some way, some area in your own life, it might be bothering you too. Because I'm over here like, well, God, who's the godly witch in my life then? I figured it out. Now, do I always do I feel like it's necessary to share every little thing with y'all? No, I do be on some study to show yourself approved, but maybe at a later date we'll talk about it. But just be mindful, okay?